What the heck? Let's see if I can. Bear with me 1 second. Hope this will hold. It should. Okay. All right. Hope folks out there can hear me. There we go. Okay. Good evening, good evening. What's going on? Okay, that should hold. Okay. What's up, folks? Blitzball Champ, Jason Ingram of Blitzball Champ Gaming, coming at you live from Baytown, Texas. I was at the Spark Joshi Ignite Texas show, which is why I'm here in the first place. But also got a chance to check out Night of Champions as well. So wanted to get on here for a bit, chat with y'all, do my review, and chat other things as well. Blood Money, I see you. Yo, Blitz, I heard you were at Spark Joshi Wrestling. Yeah, I attended. Saw you let a couple of Joshi wrestlers like FWC, Yuka Sakazaki, B. Priestley. Yep, sure did. They were really cool. Yuka was goofy. B was really nice. And, of course, FWC, awesome as usual. So, but, yeah, it was a good show. It was a really good show. Venue was small. It was at the Baytown Community Center, so not a big venue. I mean, it was decently spacious inside for the space, but, you know, it's not really a big venue or anything like that. But they did a good job. They did a really good job. So definitely was very enjoyable. Hello to all those entering the chat. But yeah, definitely was a good show. Ran into some friends and got a chance to meet. Shout out to B Ninja. It was good meeting you in person for the first time. But yeah, shout out to Nelson. It was good seeing you. But yeah, had a blast. Everybody did just such a great job. Shout out to Chibi Cibi of Spark Joshi Poresu. But yeah, so before I get into my Night of Champions review, there's a couple of other topics I wanted to mention. So the one that really surprised me the most was, I don't know if y'all heard, but Shuri, after the most recent Stardom show, has decided to take time off to focus on recovering from long-term injuries and just is going to take a temporary hiatus from Stardom. She had mentioned about it backstage, apparently, after the match that she had. It was the trios match. It was her, Saki Kashima, and Tomoka Inaba, if I remember correctly. But yeah, she had announced that she was going to be taking some time off. Couple of thoughts that I had on that. First off, I was really shocked considering the timing of a lot of what went down. I mean, she just recently lost the IWGP Women's Championship to Sari. Only had the title for 55 days. Only one successful defense. So, pardon me. It was really interesting just with the timing of things. It was kind of a bummer because I would have thought if this was a thing, you know, why not take the time off way before now? And it just seems like lately, a lot of these wrestlers, especially a couple of the Stardom wrestlers, her, Micah, Ami Sourei back when she was still out, have really just wrestled through a lot of these injuries and just, I have to say, I mean, kudos to them for being able to do that, but I don't know if it's always the best idea, but it just seems like more and more of them are doing the same thing. So I would have really liked if she, had done that earlier, so that it wouldn't have to have costed her, the title, at the expense of dropping the title with such a short reign. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, but at the same time, she deserves a break. She definitely deserves a break. I feel like she's wrestled for a long time without break. So she also deserves a break. So I'm not really against this idea of her taking time off, and I hope she takes off as much time as possible. But I do believe she will eventually get that IWGP Women's Championship back. And she'll probably be the one to get it back from Sari when the time is right. But shout out to Shuri. And I know with timing as well, Ami Sourei just came back. So it's a bummer to see the leader of God's Eye take time off. But at least she's going about it in a smart way. You know what I mean? So shout out to Shuri. Take all the time you need. You definitely deserve a break. And I'll be waiting patiently for your return, whenever that will be. You know what I mean? Damien, welcome to the stream. Night of Champions was very mid, almost felt like a Raw or SmackDown show, in my opinion. Oh, I'll get to that shortly. I got a lot to say about that show. Blood Money says, Blitz, did you know Goto lost? Yeah, I did hear about that. Lost the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship back to Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, unfortunately, I thought it was kind of weird having them do that on an event that's not live streamed. It was only televised on Japanese TV. So that's kind of a weird move to have Goto drop the title like that at that type of event where it's not live streamed. You know what I mean? I thought that was kind of weird. But yeah, it just really. But kudos to Hiroki Goto. He had a good run. He had 7 defenses? So dude had a good run. I would have loved to have seen him hold on to the title much longer. But at least I'm thankful that he finally got his IWGP World Heavyweight Championship run. You know what I mean? So Blood Money says, 138 days, 7 defenses to be specific. Great run. Great run. Honestly, I would rather somebody have, a decent number of days and a lot of defenses than have a really long reign and barely defend the title. You know what I mean? I like fighting champions, and Goto was definitely a fighting champion. So definitely proud of him. A wish that I've wanted granted for so many years was finally granted. And Hiroki Goto having a run with the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. I had a feeling that there was a chance that was going to happen after he won the Battle Royal to earn the opportunity at Wrestle Kingdom. Or no, was it Wrestle Kingdom? It was either Wrestle Kingdom or Wrestle Dynasty. I couldn't remember 100% despite being at both shows. But I had a feeling that he was going to possibly win. So I'm thankful that he finally got that title run. Thankful. Very thankful. And you know what? There's a lot to look forward to. Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wrestle Kingdom pre-show. Yeah. The Rambo. But yeah, and you know what? This is really a great time to be a pro wrestling fan, especially if you like a lot of Japanese promotions, because do remember, we got a lot of tournaments coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We got the 5-star Grand Prix getting ready to start. We got the Dream Star Grand Prix. We got the G1 Climax. We got the Tokyo Princess Cup. And they still haven't even finished the Catch the Wave tournament. So pro wrestling tournament season is here. And it is in full bloom. So definitely embrace it. Damien says, what's your thoughts on WWE possibly doing WrestleMania twice a year? What? No. God, no. I hope not. Christina, welcome to the stream. Any tips for a first WWE show? I'm going to my first one tomorrow. Oh, nice. I take it you're going to Raw? Honestly, if you hate pyro, just brace yourself. There will be pyro, so just brace yourself. Other than that, like I said, the presentation's very great. Cheer as loud as you want. If you like signs, bring a sign. And really just have a blast. Like, honestly, I've only been to a couple of WWE shows, but the presentation's always been good, and they typically do dark matches as well, especially to start out the show or to end the show. So, yeah, definitely hope you have fun. But yeah, nothing real crazy or anything like that. Just, if you hate pyro, just prepare yourselves. Just, fair warning. Damien says, WWE wants to do a WrestleMania in Saudi every year. Where did you hear that, Damien? Because I kind of find that hard to believe, especially considering they haven't done a WrestleMania in Saudi yet. So, where did you hear that? Pre-recording for SmackDown on the 4th of July, and then Raw after. Oh, nice. Yeah, I hope you have a blast. Absolutely. John Elite, welcome to the stream. SmackDown was an okay show, minus the 30-40 minute delay due to technical difficulties. Oof. I didn't catch the SmackDown show, but oof. Ew. Yes, Royal Rumble, they did announce will be in Saudi Arabia next year. Yeah, I did catch that. Let's see. Trying to think what else is going on. Oh, so I know I got a chance to talk to some folks, and yeah, many folks aren't too happy with WrestleMania being back in Vegas next year, so we'll see how it goes. Damien says, I heard about it on one of the Wrestle Talk YouTube videos. I don't know, because I really can't see WrestleMania being over there every year. I can't see it. I really can't see that happening. Christina says, sorry for yapping. No worries. Tomorrow's Cody Rhodes' birthday, so I get to see him wrestle on his birthday, which makes my first show better, in my opinion. Hey, embrace it. John Lee says, yeah, it was a 30-40 minute delay for us watching on Netflix, just minutes into the show. Weird. Very interesting. But, Mania should be in Mexico, in my opinion. I mean, where do you think they could host it? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Damien, if it's not in a big over 50,000-60,000 plus capacity, you can forget it. I'm going to try to get Jey Uso to sign my Yeet glasses. Oh, hope that works out for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have they ever done a Mania overseas? Not that I know of. I don't believe so. Damien says Mexico City. No, 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 no. I'm talking about venue. You got to give me a venue. Give me a venue. Oh, here come the Yeets. What's up? But yeah, give me a venue. But yeah, there's a reason why WrestleMania is done in an arena or a big stadium or a well-known arena. I'm just saying. But I might go to Vegas next year. It just really depends on the other shows. It's really going to depend on the other shows because I can imagine those Mania ticket prices are going to be insane, just like they were this year. But I did have fun at WWE World. Damien says there's a big soccer stadium in Mexico City. Give me a capacity number. Give me a capacity number. Does it seat over 50 or 60 or 70,000 people? Because if not, you can forget it. If not, you can forget it. The green t-shirt guy always gets good tickets. Oh, is that like is he like well known or somebody that you normally see at every one of these shows? That's interesting. But yeah, I guess I could go ahead and get to the review of WWE Night of Champions 2025 at Rhea. I think I pronounced that right. Saudi Arabia. Yes, he's always in the front row. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. But WWE Night of Champions was yesterday, and I got quite a lot to say about this show. But go ahead and run down each match in order. So the show started off with the King of the Ring finals, which came down to the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and the Viper, the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer Randy Orton. Damien says 87,523 seats. Okay, well, that's a start. That's a start. Now it's just a matter of, would it sell well? If they could get it filled up, then hey. Honestly, this match wasn't really anything special, and I know these two have wrestled each other quite a bit, but honestly, it wasn't anything special. I know Randy Orton kind of sold his back being hurt after the superplex, taking the superplex, or giving the superplex. I'm sorry. Really, just the only real thing that stood out to me in this match was, the little tease of a Randy Orton heel turn when he tried to bring in the steel chair, but held back. The referee got it out of his hands and whatnot. And then as he went to go put the chair back, Randy Orton exposed one of the turnbuckle pads. Unfortunately, it did not work out too well for him as he got kicked right into the turnbuckle pad, or the exposed turnbuckle, and then pretty much Cody followed it up with a second crossroads. He hit a crossroads earlier, but Orton kicked out. And then, of course, Orton did hit RKO. I think he hit 2 RKOs. And Cody kicked out, which is another thing that's irritating. It gets so annoying when these big name matches have more than two finishers in the whole entire match. Like it's getting to the point where finishers in certain matches are getting ridiculous. When you're having two, three, four, five finishers happen in a match, that's too much. That's way too much. And it gets really ridiculous. But exposed turnbuckle, Orton gets rammed into it, eats one more crossroads. 1, 2, 3, Cody Rhodes is your 2025 King of the Ring, which means he gets his title shot at SummerSlam. Damien says that the way the match ended was stupid. Bro, that was a stupid move. Agreed. I thought Randy was going to attack Cody after the interview. Yeah, it kind of looked like I said, he definitely teased a heel turn. Definitely teased it. Cody Rhodes winning back the WWE Championship for sure at SummerSlam. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. But aside from that, not really that special of a match. I mean, we've seen Cody and Orton go at it a handful of times, so it is what it is. Anyway, next match was the street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Once again, nothing really crazy. I mean, these two go way back. I mean, these two used to be best friends. They were tag partners and whatnot. Christina, I appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. But yeah, match was all right. Back and forth for sure. Even had a spot where Rhea took off her studded belt and just kept whipping Raquel with it. Raquel had Rhea tied up in the ropes and just got a couple of gut kendo stick shots. So definitely physical. Roxanne Perez interfered as well. And then, of course, she paid for it as she got drop kicked. It was either drop kick or running knee strike or something while she had the trash can on her. Very interesting finish with the avalanche riptide while both ladies were on top of a table lying across the top rope. Thought that was a very unique spot. But once again, Rhea Ripley, I believe, is still undefeated in singles matches against Raquel Rodriguez. I don't know what it is, but Raquel just cannot seem to beat Rhea one-on-one. I think Rhea is her kryptonite, y'all. I think she's her kryptonite. Damien says, I know Cody is going to challenge Cena for the title, but it would be cool if he challenged Vikingo for the AAA title. Do you really want that? Interesting. Well, I guess you never know. But yeah, Rhea wins. Not really a surprise there. Like I said, Raquel has yet to defeat her one-on-one, so not surprised. But word is that we may be getting Raquel and Roxanne Perez defending the tag titles at Evolution. Of course, Roxanne standing in for Liv Morgan as she recovers from injury. All right, Christina, thanks for coming through. Thanks for the sub, and by all means, welcome to come back anytime. Hope you have a blessed night. Nia Jackson and Tiffany street fight match was better than Rhea and Raquel. I mean, like I said, it wasn't really anything too special. If anything, just those two were more familiar with each other. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to say it was a trash match or an excellent match, but I mean, it was a street fight between two familiar faces. So, anyway, next up we had Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Once again, nothing really special with this match. I mean, we knew this match was coming. Karrion Kross has been pretty much aggravating Sami Zayn. But, I mean, honestly, Karrion Kross got in a good amount of offense. Sami Zayn got in his licks. And then when it all came down to it, Karrion Kross was going back to the corner for another lariat. Sami cut him off with a haluva kick. And it was a wrap. Kudos to Sami Zayn lasting through the Kross jacket. He also took a few Doomsday Saitos. But honestly, Sami Zayn winning, no surprise. I mean, I figured he was going to get the win considering the constant pestering from Karrion Kross. Figured it was eventually going to catch up to him. John Lee says, there were no Slim Jim sponsor on the tables when they were in Saudi. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I was hoping for blood. You normally don't see those happen in women's matches, though, Damien. When they do, it's rare. It's pretty rare. Blood Money says, I would love to have Karrion Kross winning rather than Sami Zayn. Hey, it's Saudi homeboy Sami Zayn. I mean, I don't have anything against Karrion Kross, but I mean, it made the most sense for Sami to win, especially story-wise. So, it is what it is. But, you know, match was all right, but not anything special because it was very predictable. All right. Damien said, this match didn't really feel like a match. It felt like WWE just did this to shut the rumors of Kross fearing of taking bumps. I mean, personally, I've watched Karrion Kross all the way back when he was, Killer Kross. So, I mean, I wasn't really bothered by that because I've seen his work before, long before now. So, okay, next up, we had the WWE United States Championship match as Jacob Fatu, the champion, defended against Solo Sikoa. I mean, match was back and forth as expected, and it really just came down to the numbers game working in Solo's favor. Jacob Fatu definitely is a star, for sure. Dude is over with the crowd. Love it. But the numbers game ended up catching up to him as we had the return of Tangaloa. Of course, we had the interference from JC Mateo. And then you had the return of Tangaloa. And then you had the debut of Hikuleo, which I believe his name is going to be Tala Tonga. I think they confirmed that originally. So I think that may get revealed soon. But word is that his name will be Tala Tonga. But it's pretty much Hikuleo, of course, back when he was in New Japan. And pretty much the numbers game got the best of Jacob Fatu, which nobody really came to his aid. But got choke slammed on the announce table. Got hit with the swinging net breaker from Tangaloa. And then eventually ate a Samoan spike from Solo Sikoa. Pin 1, 2, 3. Solo Sikoa is your new WWE United States Champion. Mervyn Mitchell, welcome to the stream. Kind of a bummer. Did not expect Jacob Fatu to lose the title. Would have liked to him have a better run. But you know something? I'm hoping that they got, some better plans for Jacob Fatu. Maybe move him up the ladder at some point. Because he's definitely showed that he's a star. He's over with the crowd. Very athletic, very agile, as well as powerful. So I definitely see a bright future. for Jacob Fatu. Damien says the best match of the card. Okay. Solo Sikoa needs to win the U.S. Championship because if he loses, Bloodline 2.0 will be directionless. Adding Hikuleo, it's necessary. Which I was only just waiting when he was finally going to debut because it was mentioned. Of course, the dirt sheets definitely kept mentioning it. And it was only a matter of time. They revealed the name during the post-show. Oh, so they did confirm it at the post-show? Oh, okay. See, I didn't see the post-show. Jacob Fatu is looking strong in defeat. Also, his first singles loss. That is true. That is true. So, Jacob Fatu will be just fine. I mean, I know nobody really came to his aid or anything like that. But overall, Jacob Fatu will be fine. He will be just fine. I have no doubts. Okay, now this is when things start going downhill again. Next up, we had the Queen of the Ring finals. Came down to Asuka versus Jade Cargill. Shout out to Jade, who was rocking the Storm gear. Yeah. First off, Jade got no crowd reaction, like, at all. I mean, I kind of felt for her in that, but just, don't get me wrong. Jade has the look. Jade has the build. She's just not a good wrestler. I hate to say it, but she's not a good wrestler. I mean, I know she was tag champ, two-time tag champ, I believe. But I don't know, y'all. I don't think she's a good wrestler. I really don't. Maybe she'll eventually get there at some point. I mean, I don't know how old she is or anything like that. But it's a bummer because she's got the build. She's got the look. She's got the attitude. But just the in-ring work is just not there. It's not there. So Asuka got screwed bad. But here's the thing though. Think about this, Damien. While I would have liked Asuka to have won, do keep in mind, Damien, that there's always going to be that chance somebody that she could win and then she gets cashed in on. Do keep that in mind, Damien. And then if that happened, you'd probably be more angry. You know what I mean? Blood Money says Jade Cargill will will be going to win the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam just to lose to cash in by Naomi. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen, to be honest with you. And it's a bummer. It's a really big bummer considering I hate Money in the Bank. I hate the whole concept. I hate the cash-ins because it's the cheapest way to put a title on somebody. Plain and simple as that. Jay Uso 874, welcome to the stream. Do you like John Cena? He all right. I mean, he's not like my favorite or anything like that, but he's all right. I don't hate him. He's all right. Damien says, hate to say it, but Jade is the female version of the Great Khali. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. The athleticism, you got to remember, she has an athletic background. I would not say that, Damien. She can at least run the ropes. She can at least run the ropes. Khali can't. I have to disagree with you on that comparison. Do you remember who the Great Khali is? I'm just saying. Jay Uso says, I need anybody to beat John Cena with the 17th title. I mean, it's coming. I mean, this is his last year. So, I mean, somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do it. This is his last year. So, it'll eventually happen. Just when? No idea. Where? No idea. By who? No idea. So, but it'll happen eventually. But yeah, Damien, yeah, think about that. I'm just saying. Great Khali. Come on now, dude. Isn't Khali's finisher nothing but a chop to the head? No, it's the vice grip. You remember the vice grip? The Khali vice grip? Yeah, chop to the head was one of his moves, but that wasn't his finisher. Let's see. Which he's available to play, by the way, in the most recent DLC pack. But honestly, I think we would have gotten a lot better of a match if we got Asuka versus Io at SummerSlam, which can still happen. Let's also keep that in mind, y'all. That could still happen at SummerSlam. So her losing the Queen of the Ring finals does not hinder that from happening. Let's see. Do you think that John Cena is going to keep that 17th title because Cody wrote it's going to challenge him? John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I mean, probably. I mean, it probably would be one way to conclude this all for Cody to win the title back from Cena. It wouldn't surprise me if that happened. I mean, I think it's a fair chance that happens, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's what ended up happening. It would not surprise me one bit. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. Root beer or Coca-Cola? Root beer. But yeah. Oh, and Jade botched the pin. So she countered the Empress Impact and turned it into Jaded. Went for the pin and she botched the pin. She leaned back too far to the point where it pretty much got Asuka's shoulders up. So she botched the pin. And I mean, you know, they had some decent exchanges. And I don't even think the match was 10 minutes long. I think it was like 7 or 8 minutes or something like that. So, I mean, just honestly, Jade just isn't that good of a wrestler. She just isn't a good wrestler. And honestly, I mean, maybe she can make up for it when she goes up against Tiffany Stratton, but I don't know, y'all. It is what it is, but Damien says, I would rather see Asuka and Kairi versus Raquel and Roxanne for the tag titles than the Bella Twins. I mean, I would too, but I mean, come on. We all knew that the Bella Twins were going to eventually come back. It was only a matter of time. Especially now that the women's tag titles exist, you best believe the Bellas want one in. Jay Uso says, Cody is going to steal John Cena's style and run away with him, or do you think John Cena is going to take that title back and challenge him at SummerSlam? Well, I think because in the main event, which I'll get into, we kind of got a little bit of a face tease from Cena, which, you know, I guess that'll segue into the main event. But I think they'll definitely meet again. But I don't think Cody is going to necessarily do that. Although, you never know. I mean, I don't know how it's going to look, to be honest with you. But there was a little bit of a face turn tease from Cena, which I'll get to. So the main event, Cena, CM Punk, for the Undisputed WWE Championship. My frustration with this match, once again, there were way too many finishers. I mean, CM Punk ate three attitude adjustments, got trapped in an STF, and kicked out of all of that. That's ridiculous. There should not be that many finishers in a match. Period. I mean, come on. He kicked out of 3 attitude adjustments. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And then Cena, I believe he got out of 2 GTSs. So honestly, I just that really put a foul taste in my mouth with that match, to be honest with y'all. But yeah. What color has been with John Cena and try to steal his title or John? I don't understand the question. Yeah, I don't understand the question. Um, you think I vote is gonna challenge John Cena at SummerTime, or you think that John Cena is good and still have that 17th title? Are you asking? Do I think is he gonna lose it at SummerSlam, or I'm having a hard time understanding the question. Um, but and then we had interference from Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And then we got interference from Penta and from Sami Zayn to try to even the odds, and they got eventually taken out. Although the dive off the ramp from Penta was pretty cool. But, I mean, like, Scotty Words gonna be him still John Cena champion belt. I'm sorry. I don't understand the question. I'm sorry, Jay. I don't understand the question. Like, are you? Yeah, I'm trying to understand it, but I don't understand the question. Scotty Word's gonna be. Well, take your time. Take your time. No rush. Take your time. Um, but there was a lot of interference, and there was even a moment where Cena prevented the cash in from Seth Rollins as he took out a sprinting referee Charles Robinson. So, there was a moment where he also got attacked by Rollins and company, and it seemed like Cena and CM Punk were kind of on the same side there. But of course, the handshake, the hug, and Cena pretty much showed his true colors. Damien says, I was really hoping Roman to return during the match. Why? That wouldn't have made any sense. I don't think that would have made any sense. But you think Seth Rollins is going to challenge Cody at SummerSlam? Honestly, I think he's going to cash in. He's probably going to try to cash in at SummerSlam. As far as a match with Cody, nah. You gotta remember, Cody won King of the Ring, so Cody has his title match at SummerSlam. But I think Seth might try to cash in. I think he may try to cash in. Cena tried doing the Cody hug spot from Elimination Chamber. Yeah, pretty much. Phone has been on Cody's side, not like Cody that much. Speaking of Cena versus Punk, that promo on SmackDown was fire. Oh yeah, that was indeed. Definitely payback from the pipe bomb from all the way back in 2011. But yeah, so all it took to put away CM Punk was a shot from the briefcase from Seth Rollins and a curb stomp. Cena tosses out Rollins, makes the cover. 1, 2, 3. Cena's still your champ. So the cash-in never officially happened. And that's another thing why I hate Money in the Bank. Like, the repeated attempts and just the fact that you got to have a referee or whatnot. Like, honestly, I hate Money in the Bank. It's like, oh my God, I can't stand Money in the Bank. just the whole concept is so dumb to me. But overall, honestly, Night of Champions, I don't think was that good. I wasn't really feeling Night of Champions. I wasn't feeling Night of Champions. But, yeah, it is what it is. What would I say was my favorite match? Honestly, probably the United States Championship title match. Do you think that he's going to keep fighting for the heavyweight championship belt? Who? And the answer should be yes. I mean, isn't that the whole idea? I would think so. I mean, that's the whole idea, isn't it? But with Night of Champions in the books, now we got WWE Evolution and SummerSlam to look forward to. So yeah, will be interesting to see what type of card they build up for WWE Evolution. I was hoping they would finally have one again, so I'm thankful that it's happening. So looking forward to that. But they don't really have a whole lot of time. Jay Uso says, do you think Cody is still on John Cena? Is still? I mean, I would think so. Isn't the whole idea to go after the title belt? I mean, that should be the whole idea. Damien says, what is more dumber, the Money in the Bank briefcase or the TNA X sign that wrestlers had to carry? That's not really the point. It's the concept. It's not whether it's a briefcase or a sign. It's the concept. Is Jordan and JC the only match confirmed so far for Evolution? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Did you watch Kane or the Champions yesterday? Huh? Kane or the Champions yesterday? I don't understand. What do you mean Kane or the Champions? But yeah, that's the only match confirmed so far for Evolution. Yeah, Jordan Grace, JC Jane. But yeah, so got Evolution to look forward to. Also, congratulations, kind of switching gears here to Marigold. Congratulations to Rhea Seto and Senka Akatsuki for winning their Dreamstar Grand Prix qualifier gauntlets, therefore punching their spots into this year's Dreamstar Grand Prix. So, best of luck to those ladies. Hope they do well. Logan James, welcome to the stream. Hello, I'm a little surprised they popped big for Julia and Asuka. Japanese international stars are getting bigger reactions than there than in the U.S. I mean, hey, they know they're international stars as well. Who is your favorite wrestler? Oh, favorite wrestler? So, favorite male wrestler, the Great Muta. Favorite female wrestler, Gail Kim. Favorite tag team, the Motor City Machine Guns. Which one is dumber? I mean, I guess probably the TNA X, I guess. I mean, if I had to pick one, it would probably be that. But yeah, looking forward to the Dreamstar, and don't forget this coming Saturday, July 5th, we will find out who the competitors will be for the 5-star Grand Prix. And I have to say, it's going to be very interesting because we have to think. This year, we're going to have a 5-star Grand Prix with no Mayu Iwatani, no Tam Nakano, no Mina Shirakawa, no Micah, and now no Shuri. Like, it's going to be really hard to predict who's going to win the 5-star Grand Prix. It's going to be really, really difficult. Really difficult. But when does the G1 climax start? I can't pull it up on my phone right now because I'm live streaming, but I believe it's end of July, if I remember correctly. All right, Jay Uso, thanks again for coming through. We'll see you next time. Welcome anytime. But yeah, we got a lot of tournaments to look forward to. So it's gonna get really interesting. And see, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, they have to finish up their qualifiers because they are down to the Elite 8. So they got to run their remaining qualifying matches so they can get their 4 ladies for the to be added to the Tokyo Princess Cup. So we know the Dream Star Grand Prix is set. Those competitors are set. We're about to get the announcement on the 5-star next weekend. The G1, I don't think everybody is set in stone yet. I think they still have 2 more people doing qualifiers, I think. I have to go back and check. But I do look forward to keeping up with each of those tournaments, and, you know, we'll keep y'all updated and such. But should be fun. Should be a lot of fun. It's a lot of pro wrestling to look forward to. But definitely have enjoyed my time here in Baytown. Like I said, the Spark Joshi Pro Wrestling Ignite Texas show was good. And like I said, a lot of people were kind of surprised that they chose Baytown as the location for this show. But like I said, when they announced Koguma, that's when I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm going to just, let me look up flights and stuff like that. Speaking of which, wait right there. Got a little something. Wait right there. I did a couple of meet and greets. So did some meet and greets at the Spark Joshi show. And let's see. Got some autographed portraits. Of course, here you got the Pink Striker, Miyu Yamashita, which this was my 3rd time meeting her. I met her twice via DPW and once here at Spark Joshi. She was really cool. Meeting for the 2nd time, the magical girl Yuka Sakazaki, who of course is part of the AEW roster. Met her once via DPW. I actually met her and Mizuki at the same time. And then this was my 2nd time meeting her. And once again, congratulations to her on her marriage to Konosuke Takeshita. Very happy for them. They look so cute together. But yeah, the magical girl, Yuka Sakazaki. She was just as cute as she could be. And even though, unfortunately, she was not able to wrestle due to injury, like this was like a last-minute thing, she still did the meet and greet, and that is the high-speed genius, Koguma, one half of Fukuoka Double Crazy, which I find it kind of funny in this portrait. She's like totally looking the other way. But Koguma still did her meet and greet, but she did not compete due to injury. unfortunately. She was replaced by B. Priestley. So I thought that was really cool. You know, that's quite a replacement, especially last minute. But it was really cool meeting Koguma. Definitely, that was my first time meeting her. And of course, I'm rocking the Fukuoka Double Crazy shirt. And then meeting for the second time is the other half of Fukuoka Double Crazy, the Spark Joshi World Champion herself, Wild Heart Hazuki. Of course, I got a chance to meet her back in Vegas. Met her at the Spark Joshi show there. But I saw her live 3 times in Vegas. Of course, she did both Stardom shows and the Spark Joshi show. And it was really cool because she said that, you know, at that Vegas show that next time she came back to the States, she would be bringing Koguma. And she ended up showing up, keeping her word. But the show was really good. The meet and greet was ran very smoothly. Like I said, definitely not a whole lot of people, especially compared to the Vegas show and even when they did the show in Philly. But, you know, still had a good turnout. The meet and greets were great. Also met Karrion Tita and B. Priestley as well. They didn't have any 8x10s, but they, you know, took free pictures. So thought that was really cool. And, you know, only 5 matches were on the card, 2 title matches. But it was a good show. Very entertaining show. And, you know, that was my 3rd Spark Joshi show. I haven't been to all of them, but that was my 3rd. I've met and talked with Chibi Cibi before. She's really nice, very sweet. And, you know, I'm still waiting patiently for Spark Joshi to do a show in North Carolina. She did mention that it was on her list back in Philly, so I'm just waiting patiently. And I'm hoping that she'll eventually bring Spark Joshi to North Carolina. And that happens, I am there. But I'm definitely hoping that she comes back over to the East Coast. I know they're mainly based in California. So hopefully they'll come back over to the East Coast for a future show. And then also shout out to all those that will be attending AEW All in Texas in 2 weeks. And of course, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling will be doing a Texas tour, which their Houston shows, both of their Houston shows, just sold out. So they only got tickets left for the Dallas show. So I believe the 2 Houston shows are the 11th. I think it's the 10th and 11th. And then the Dallas show is the 13th or something like that. Because the 2 Houston shows are on a Thursday and Friday. And then the Dallas show is on a Sunday. So that's going to be very interesting. But definitely shout out to TJPW and to everybody that's planning on going to 1, 2, or all 3 of those shows. I wish I could go. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it to those, but definitely I hope any and everybody that attends, hope y'all have a lot of fun. But yeah, this was really the main reason I came on this trip was for the Spark show. So honestly, mission accomplished. I head back to North Carolina tomorrow. So definitely looking forward to that. This was just a pretty simple weekend trip. Logan says, I see the storyline direction. Takumi versus Utami. Winner faces Mayu Iwatani. Mayu wins both GHC and Marigold titles. Then faces Io Sky at Marigold's big October show, the Superfly. I mean, do you really want Mayu to win all that gold so quick, Logan? That's a little ridiculous. Like, do you really want her to win all that gold that quick? just saying. I'm just saying. Like, she pretty much won the Superfly title instantly, just about instantly. And then it's like, and honestly, I think it's kind of ridiculous because, like, after that match, it was just like, hey, I beat you for the title, Victoria Yuzuki. How about be my tag team partner now? It's like, part of me is like, why would I want to do that? You just beat me for my title. You know what I mean? It's just weird. It's just really weird. But hopefully she's okay. Speedy recovery for her. I know she has a fractured rib, which I think she still wrestled, but hopefully she recovers ASAP. But and apparently the tag champs, the AAAW tag champs, Sari and Takumi Iroha, together are now known as Spark Rush. That's their tag team name. Interesting name. Very interesting name. Oh yeah, shout out to all those that'll be attending the Sukiban show next weekend at the Anime Expo in LA, which they had announced just out of nowhere that I think it was Rhea Seto, Misa Matsui, and Victoria Yuzuki would be missing next weekend's Marigold shows due to them being on a U.S. tour. And then I thought about it and I looked at the dates, and then that's when I was like, that plus I looked back at that Dangerous Liaisons graphic, and I was just like, okay, it must be the Sukiban show. Which, that's really interesting that they're getting booked for that, just out of nowhere. Yeah, it was really interesting. But yeah, so hope they have a great show. And it does make sense that they're throwing a show at the Anime Expo, because the pro wrestling and anime kind of fuse together and you get Sukeban. So it definitely makes sense that they're doing that. So but yeah, I wish the best for Rhea Seto, Victoria Yuzuki, and Misao Matsui, which I've met Yuzuki and I met Misao Matsui back when I was in Japan. They're really cool. But yeah, like hopefully it's a great show. I'm hoping at some point to be able to go to a Sukiban show. Hopefully next time they come back to the East Coast, which, the sooner the better. But I definitely hope they have a good show. And like I said, going back to Stardom with this 5-star Grand Prix, like, I'll be very, very curious. I'll be very curious to see what happens. Oh, also, so Bea Priestley wrestled at the show today. She was rocking at the meet and greet. She had on her Stardom jacket. Yeah, her Stardom jacket that has her name on it. She was rocking that jacket or jumpsuit. So I don't know, y'all. We could be seeing Bea Priestley make a return to Stardom at some point. I'm just saying. I feel like WWE really dropped the ball with her. But, she already showed up, wrestled at a New Japan Strong show, and has even called out Azumi, wants to challenge for that Strong title, which I'm pretty sure Bozilla is going to get the first shot. But I'm just saying, don't be surprised if Bea Priestley returns to Stardom. I think it's a very good chance. We got to remember, Bea Priestley was a former Goddess of Stardom tag champ and a former World of Stardom champ. So I'm just saying, don't be surprised if she ends up returning to World Wonder Ring Stardom. I'm also very curious to see what surprises they may have for the 5-star Grand Prix. Now that Bozilla is with Stardom. I mean, I would like to think Bozilla may be in the 5-star Grand Prix. Sari, I think there's a chance she's going to be in the 5-star Grand Prix. And maybe, I don't know if Rina Yamashita or Izuki Aoki. I think there's a chance Izuki Aoki might be in the 5-star Grand Prix. But I hope Risa Serra is in it for one last time since she'll be retiring in January. So I'm hoping we get some surprises for the 5-star. And I'm hoping they go back to the 2 blocks. To the 2 blocks instead of 4 blocks. I thought the 4 blocks was a little too much. I think it was a little too much. I think they should go back to 2 blocks. Blue stars and red stars. I think they should go back to 2 blocks. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to July the 5th. And also, in 2 weeks will be the Korakuen Hall 6th anniversary JTO show where Tomoka Inaba is supposed to be making an announcement. And she's defending the Queen of JTO championship against her sister, Azusa Inaba. So, could be a passing of the torch. We'll see. Shout out to Momokogo and Yuria Hime, who have formed a tag team called Peach and Lily. And remember, they're going to be going after the Stardom New Blood tag team titles currently held by Rice or Bread, Waka Tsukiyama, and Hanako. So, will Komomo finally win her first ever championship? Here, we'll see. I do hope that she does experience that before she decides to retire or whatnot. Because I think she could really, really use that. I really do. But we'll see what happens. I just think it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough to say. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And it looks like Natsupoi is going to get a shot at the World of Stardom Championship held by Saya Kamitani. So at least it's good to see her defend the title again. So Logan says, I want Mayu Iwatani to become a fast Grand Slam champion in Marigold. Once she's done it all, maybe it's time for her to show up and do... Why? Like, why so fast? Dude, she's already done so much in Stardom. Do you honestly want her to quickly do all that in Marigold in less than a year? Really? That's a little too much, Logan. Like, for reals, that's a little too much. That's a little too much. Yes, Mayu Iwatani is a phenomenal wrestler, but that shouldn't mean that she gets fast-tracked. Come on. Like, really? Like, that's a little much. That's a little much. Especially when Marigold still has other talent to build up. And it's going to be hard to do that when you have Mayu running shop on everybody. I'm just saying. Like, it hasn't even been a few months since Mayu got there. Slow down. Slow down. She just got there. She just got there, Logan. She just got the Marigold. Like, I understand that may be one of your favorites. I love Mayu just like you love Mayu. But slow down. I'm just saying. She just got the Marigold. She just got there. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I ever have anything else? Oh, yeah. Also, I believe they're going to be announcing the show that Maya Yukihi and Risa Sarah, the Azure Revolution, they're supposed to be announcing the card for that tomorrow, I believe. So I'm going to definitely keep an eye out on that because that's a show I definitely want to see. And also, it has been confirmed a new match for Summer Sun Princess as Emi Sakura and Chris Brooks will team up and take on Maki Ito and El Desperado. So El Desperado is pretty much going to be making his TJPW debut at Summer Sun Princess. That's wild. That is wild. Despy teaming up with Maki Ito. Whew, that is wild. So that's 6 matches now for Summer Sun Princess. And there'll be more. There'll definitely be more. I'm pretty sure they're going to add at least 3 or 4 more. Because typically, TJPW, at their big shows, they usually have like 9 or 10 matches. At least 8. So I definitely think they're going to add like 3 to 4 more matches. But should be good. Should be really good. And then pretty much right afterwards, it'll be time to start the Tokyo Princess Cup. So definitely looking forward to that. But man, that's going to be a crazy match. I mean, Chris Brooks, Emi Sakura, Maki Ito, and El Desperado. Whew. And he just had a grueling defense of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against Jun Kasai, and whew, he got jacked up. But then again, I mean, it was a death match, and I mean, you know, you're going up against Jun Kasai, so can't really be surprised there. But yeah, that's going to be really something. That's going to be really something. But yeah, y'all, there's so much to look forward to. Like, get excited because pro wrestling tournament season's coming up. You know, a lot of big shows, a lot of big events to look forward to. It's going to get pretty crazy, especially before the end of the summer. So, hope y'all are ready. I hope y'all are ready. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. So, it should be good. Should be really good. But, anyway, it's almost 10. So, I'm going to probably call it shortly. I don't have anything else. But, just looking forward to hopefully when the next Spark Joshi show is, or just, you know, I know I'll be going to the DPW Tag Festival in 2 weeks, so definitely looking forward to that. I'll be front row for that. But yeah, should be good. Got a lot to look forward to. But yeah. But like I said, Night of Champions was meh. But it's now full speed ahead to WWE Evolution and also SummerSlam as well. So John Lee says, I'm not a fan of WWE changing names for some of the new signees. I mean, yeah, some of the name changes are annoying. I do get that for sure. But at the same time, we have to all remember, we know who they are. We already know who they are. Regardless of how many name changes they go through, we already know who they are. So, just something to keep in mind. Just something to keep in mind. I get the frustration, but a lot of these folks, we know who they are. I'm just saying. But, anyway, I think that'll do it for this one. Thank y'all for joining me and for chatting it up with me. Like I said, I head back to North Carolina tomorrow. So Logan says, Io Sky and Mayu for all 3 champions in October. That's ridiculous. Take care, Oos. Stay safe. I appreciate it. Logan, that's ridiculous, bro. You know it and I know it. Thank y'all so much for coming out and chatting it up with me. I head back to North Carolina tomorrow. Don't forget, to those that are catching this later, let me know what y'all's thoughts were on Night of Champions. And yeah, like, follow, comment, subscribe, all of the above. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the live stream, this impromptu live stream from Baytown, Texas. But anyway, this is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram, Blitzball Champ Gaming. Hope everybody has a blessed start to the week, and I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream. Good night, everybody. Peace.